Yeah.
So you start competing, you start smoking after that. Do you ever combine the two ever in your youthful years? Maybe after the tournament, maybe with some of the homies, you know what I'm saying?
After the tournament, bro, I'd be like, before I even walk out the venue, I got the pen in my hand.
Yeah. What you got in that cup over there, actually?
I wish it was something fun. It's just Celsius powder and water.
Oh, I got this. I saw it was red, and I knew it wasn't normal water. So I got a little Capri Sun over here, throwing it back, a little pouch. And we're throwing it, I don't even know, we're not throwing it back, we're throwing it in the future, bro. We're at episode 139 of Pine Park After Dark. You may notice a new setup. It's because we're in a brand new place, man. Got a brand new guest, and I'm just excited. First episode in Texas. Thank you, everyone, for rocking with us so far. I'm your host, Eric Khan. We got Tim over there. And a very special guest, world champion, big smoker, APG. Thank you so much for coming through, man. I appreciate you.
Of course. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. Thank you so much for pulling up. I'm glad we could make this happen finally. I feel like we've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
And now we're locked in. Are you based out of here?
I'm from Florida, but I do live here. So
Okay, word. Nice. We're in Florida.
Tampa.
Tampa's a nice place, man. We were there recently. A nice little. It's hot there.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's humid, and it's hot.
It's hot.
That hot shower weather.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like you have to take a shower if you go outside for like too long. Like in the
You
summer,
go back often?
Yeah. I've been there like pretty recent, like the past few months,
Word.
like we were just talking about beforehand.
Yeah.
But like now I'm been in Dallas. Like I just go back and forth like whenever I have free time. When it's off season, you know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah, 100%. The off season. How you like Dallas? That was cool.
I love it.
Yeah, I do like it as well. What are you thinking, Tim? It's your first week here in Dallas, Texas, damn near?
It's the best, honestly. We've been there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And it feels like the kid. I got it's a kid and the wife here.
It's a whole like a family vibe out here, huh?
Nice,
very nice.
Everybody's super. My neighbors knocked on my door like, "Hello, welcome."
Ooh,
That is nice.
That is
nice.
They gonna bake you some cookies?
Man,
Right?
they invited us to the cookout.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow,
I was at the cookout the
actually.
same weekend as I moved into my house. I was at my neighbor's backyard eating food.
That is
Wow.
dope. That is
I don't
dope.
think I met my neighbor.
Yeah, after all those
Like,
years,
straight up,
right?
like, I don't think I did.
They're just all like closed off, just keeping to themselves. Just
100%. It's just that more like hustle bustle to yourself.
Yeah,
just
100%.
locked in.
Few cities like that, but this is a nice little community out here.
Yeah.
It's nice,
it,
man. It's
a
nice.
vibe.
You brought one of your actual holes, right? Am I not
No.
mistaken?
I
Little
would-
hash hole over there.
it is not. It's not my like.
Oh,
collab,
okay.
But
Oh.
it is from Rome. Shout out Rome.
Yeah.
It is from him. He did a collab with Pure and Proper for Resumania.
Wow.
And he got me some. I appreciate him. Shout out to Rome once again. And I brought it for us once again. So
Nice. Shout out to Rome, man, for sure. I've known Rome for like a few years now, and I saw y'all did a collab, and I was like, nah, that's fucking awesome.
That's what
Two
you
worlds
put me on
collabing.
those guys' hash rolls for sure. That was the first
He's
one I
the
ever
man.
smoked
He's
with
the
you.
man for sure. Creates quality. So I saw when you're working with them, I was like, oh, he smokes
Yeah.
for sure,
Do it
for
the
sure.
right way.
Yeah, 100%. That was the right way.
one of our friends put us in touch, and we met up in real life, and we just kicked it off. You know, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And everything was
100%.
just like seamless from then on. Like he contacted me, like I told him what strains I liked. We did some testing.
Yeah,
for my hash I
there it
liked.
is.
It was pretty cool. I got to take like just nonstop smoke and be like, yo.
What did you
like
decide
this.
on for yours?
It was like a multiple. Like
Oh,
the
okay,
strains
okay.
I like is like biscotti, GMO,
Right,
gelato, like
right.
a little bit sour diesel. So like whatever lineage was in those
Sour
strains,
diesel.
like that's what he put in. So
Yeah.
Rome really hooked it up. I mean, everybody loved the drop.
Hell yeah. 100%. You got to cook one up again in the future, damn.
Yeah, we're trying. Keep on rolling.
Yeah,
In the future. It takes a little bit of time, but
For sure,
I'm sure we're
yeah.
definitely
Especially
trying
like
to
the curating process and everything. You got to smoke it all. Like,
Yes.
That's something that takes
Well, especially
while,
on a
for
level
sure.
like with Rome's doing too. Like, because
Yeah.
anybody could throw together just a hash roll.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
could get a
yeah.
hash roll out there tomorrow, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it the right way and have something that you
100%.
can stand behind.
yeah,
100%.
it's
You
like an
gotta
art
take
for him. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he takes a lot of pride in
Yep.
this. Like when I was with him, he's like, "Yo, you gotta smoke it like this so it lasts long." Like,
Oh,
like,
nice.
and it's
The
a
technique.
Yeah, exactly. It's a technique. Exactly.
That is the technique. Let's get it going. I got a hash hole over here as well. We can get one at a time, I think.
All right, bet.
Is that the same ones at Rome too?
No, this one's not. This one's from Brave Farmer.
Oh, it's the
Big
same.
guy.
A lot of people using the same.
Yeah, the same little tube. It's a
Yeah,
nice
it's a go-to.
tube. It's a
It's a
nice
nice
tube.
This fits like the right size hash roll. I feel like everybody's rolling like a little shorter one.
Yeah, gram and a half.
Does it-
usually
does it
flour,
burn?
0.5.
Weird if it's too big of a hash roll.
Maybe
I
not
always see
weird,
them
but
big.
maybe it's just not as good. I think
Okay.
this ratio is like they probably locked it down over
Yeah,
the few
this
like-
years.
is like
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah, 100%. We got a little lighter, perhaps. No,
look at
no,
that.
we got
No,
the
we got a
torch.
torch somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hell
I know
yeah.
Josefo's went and bought like 6 torch lighters since we've been trying to find the right one. You got to find the right torch lighter.
Yeah. So for those of that don't know, for some reason, APG, I know you got your start. I mean, I don't even know what 2009, 8 is when you started competing, maybe.
2006.
2006.
I was so
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a
Holy
very
shit,
long
that's
time.
epic.
Wow. And what made you choose, or did you even choose Halo at first, or what?
It kind of like, it was just back when Halo 2 was popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that
Halo
was
2,
the game.
Yeah, Halo 2 was just popular. Like I didn't really play Halo 1. I was way too young for that.
Mm-hmm. And how old were you when you first started competing?
Like 11 or 12.
Wow.
I'm 30 now. I'm 30 now.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
That's awesome.
No, that's awesome.
Talk about an OG.
But it's like, it's a blessing to do it for this long and still be in it. You know what I'm saying?
100%. When you say started competing, was that like your first local LAN, or what did you decide was your like, oh, I'm gonna start like taking this a little more seriously?
I was playing online with friends, just like MLG like customs, and then one of my friends was like, "Yo, there's this MLG tournament or these like tournaments, and, you should go." I told my parents. Thankfully, they supported me.
Nice,
that's
And,
amazing.
Yeah, I'm very blessed for that because a lot of kids like they ask their parents, they might not even believe it, especially back then. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, back then, especially.
shutting that down.
Especially, yeah.
But like I went to the tournament, did pretty well. But I didn't become a pro until 2009. But I was like still doing well. I was like a semi-pro like back then. I was just way too young. But that's when like I think that's when I started. Just ever since then, I've just been blessed to just keep on getting different teams and keep going.
So Halo almost like chose you. You weren't really playing anything else. Halo was like the thing.
Because like I was a gamer before that. Like a lot of people, it's like you'll talk to people about me and they'll say like, yeah, he doesn't play any other games besides Halo.
Yeah.
But I played mad other games, and then Halo 2 came around, and it was just like, all right, that's it. That was my bread and butter. Like I would come home from school, immediately get on it all day, every day. Like
Just
wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it took to get into that first like competing LAN? Was it like a $50 sign up, or was it like some money or something?
Yeah, you had to like buy a team pass, which was like the team passes would be like maybe like $250 back then, but you would split it with your teammates.
Okay.
So like so it's like $40 maybe a piece or something like that. You guys would all pitch in. The free for all pass, I just started in free for all, and I didn't even have a team. But the free for all passes were like $20, so that was easy to compete in.
Yeah, you could just jump in.
Yeah, exactly. But the 4v4 passes, they would sell out in like 5 minutes back then. Literally, like they were like a Supreme drop now or like a sneaker drop now.
You had to be ready to get
Yes, bro, you had to be in there, cart ready, like information typed in. Like it was not easy.
Were
to
people
get.
like reselling team passes?
Yeah, bro. 100%. They would like taxing you too. They'd be taxing
$1,000, dude.
Yeah, they would literally just like, they'd be scalpers. They would literally just buy the team passes just to resell them to you for extra 100 or something like that.
Oh, they hustle. Hey, I respect the hustle, but come
That
on,
is
man.
a hustle.
We're trying to compete, man.
People would do that too. Like they would do it a lot. People would complain, but this is back when there was no social media, like not too much social media. Like Twitter wasn't really popping back then. Like this is 2006 to
It was
2009.
just going.
Yeah.
It was just starting to get that crazy social media wave was starting to pick up.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so nuts. What a time to get into.
Seemed like it was kind of like not easy to get into it, but the barrier to entry was a little lower, right? You think to just like sign up and just start competing. Do you think it's better like that, or do you think it's better now, or it's like more established? I guess you gotta.
That's a good question. I'd say probably like back then, like everybody was young, but Halo was just the #1 game. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't really many other options. I'd say now it's easier to get noticed with streams, just like we were just talking about social media, everything. Like you can be a good player, like stream, somebody's gonna notice you and they might pick you up and you might get your shot like that. But back then, like you had to do well at the tournament for people to like take notice of you. You had to place well with the team. You had to do well in free for all. Like
makes a lot of sense.
There was just different aspects of it, but it's still kind of the same now. But you still, it's easier to broadcast your gameplay.
Yeah, nah, 100%.
torch was cooked
the
over
torch
there,
wasn't
bro. What
working.
was
The
that
torch
shit
wasn't
doing,
working, man. That was unbelievable. So you were competing for a few years before you became pro. Does that mean you first like started making some money?
Yeah, 2009 is when I first started making money.
Gosh,
Damn,
so it was almost
like
a
the
dream
pay,
for a couple
like-
years. You were like, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like you didn't really see, I guess, many results, or what was going on the first like 2-3 years? It was just kind of tough to break in.
No, I was doing well. I just wasn't like a pro 4v4 player. Like I was like, how it worked is there was free for all on Fridays and then 4v4 Saturday and Sunday.
Gosh.
So the free for all would lead into the 4v4 the next day, but you had to like kind of make it at an AM bracket in the free for all.
Okay.
So I was doing that towards the end of Halo 2, but that was like, I'm like 12, but I'm doing really well. Like my best placing was 9th in free for all.
Yeah.
So I was still getting my name out there, you know what I'm saying? But there was like a stigma around me that I wasn't a good 4v4 player because I was just running around with a chicken with my head cut off, which was the truth. I wasn't really playing proper Halo. I was just good at getting kills.
You were just slaying.
Yeah, exactly. I was just a young kid with raw skill. But then over time, I just kind of got noticed, and it was easier like that. But Halo 3, that's when I finally got a team. But Back in Halo 2, that's when I was still doing well, still getting my name out there. Like I was doing a watch party with Maniac today. Like him and I both were competing back then. We both came up together. Like it was a different time period.
100%. It was a way different time. You said those were MLG events?
Yeah, MLG.
Wow, that is a way different time. Yeah, 100%. Damn. Did you like Halo 2 or 3 better?
Halo 3.
That was like the game, huh? That was like that and COD 4, I remember, were like the 2 games that first started popping off like multiplayer. Competitive, at least, multiplayer.
Yeah.
Is that when you were like, you wanted to be like a pro still? You were like, that was your
Yes, when the dream first started. I was like, I don't want to play games. Like, this is kind of crazy. Then you go online and see people like playing or like people like you that were like actually doing it still. And I was like, this is crazy. I knew this was like a little avenue. Did you know it was an avenue to, like, I guess, become like a career or anything? Or are you just doing it to like make a couple extra bucks, like having fun?
It was just honestly for the love of the game. It was just for the love of the game. Like all my friends were doing it. And then I just like kind of became a pro. And then it was like, I was doing it at such a young age that the money I was making, like you were asking about the pay, like it wasn't great, but it was good for a 14-year-old. Like I'm making like $500 one tournament. I'm making like 2,000 this one. Like I was making decent money. I was spending a lot, like all on shoes. Like all
that's a good one. It's like as a teen, like pro.
Like what do you spend it on? You're buying something.
It was like all Nike SBs, Jordans, but like nowadays they're worth a lot of money, so it's kind of like a stock. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, nah, for sure. When, if you remember, did you start smoking in this whole fiasco?
Ooh, if I'm allowed to?
Nah, I can talk about it. Because I'm really open about it now. Like, I started to be more open about it. I started to really like smoke heavy. I'd say junior to senior year.
Got you.
Like, and then I went to college, and then I had my own apartment with my friends, and I was just able to just smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was just a lot easier. But I didn't really like smoke good flower and actually try and make sure I smoke the right things until recently. I'd say like the past few years is when I actually started to be like, all right, I want to smoke something good. I don't want to be smoking just some garbage, just trash. Like I want to make sure I get, stuff from Cali. I want to make sure it's from a good grower, all that stuff.
Nice,
so
hell yeah.
The past few years I've been trying to like just, get my game up.
Yeah.
Do you think you were just like trying to get high or stoned before and now you're trying to look for more of like
Exactly. I feel like that's how most people are.
Yeah, you find that level where you're like, dude, I'm gonna get.
There's got to be more.
Yeah, I'm gonna get stoned. Like that's happening.
Yeah.
I just want this awesome experience. Like I go out to a nice.
Yeah, I want to taste it.
Yes.
I want the whole.
Exactly.
shebang.
Like I know. Like I look for taste. I look for smell. Like I look for terps a lot now.
Okay.
Like, that's a huge thing. Like I want it to be like something good. Like I don't want it to be a bad experience. Like you're saying.
How was like the smoothness in like your? Like, does that matter? If it's off a lot. Like right now, like this is a. Not really like fucking.
Yeah, it matters.
Yeah, like for me, that's like almost the most.
Yeah, 100%. I'd say it's up there, but it's not like the top.
Okay.
The top is like definitely gonna be effects. Like there's a certain effect that I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hit behind my eyes. I want heavy eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Behind the eyes is a great.
That is a great high. Yeah,
The
right up
fire
there.
description.
Like once I get that, I'm like, all right, this is something that is good. But smoothness is important to me. If I'm smoking a hash oil taste, like I do like even like a dry rip or something like that, as soon as I get it, just to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, for
like,
surely.
Especially like since I started smoking hash, like I definitely look for a lot of taste.
That was my next question. Are you just hash holes or are you dabbing?
I dab too.
Nice. Got the dabs in. Yeah.
I feel like dabbing, use my palate with flour.
Yeah. Like doesn't everything come through more with dabs?
It almost like I taste a lot of smoke. Whenever I smoke flour, even if it's like we were smoking that Preferred Garden stuff, and I'm like, and I know in my, I'm like, that's
right.
Like it just won the competition, but I'm like,
I
know.
I can smell it. I can smell it. I can taste it.
Because you're just spoiled with hash and how that tastes.
It's so
right.
spoiled.
It's so like.
It's literally it like corrupts your palate.
So going into college, you're still smoking, you're still competing. Was there ever a time where you stopped competing, or was it all like just for the straight past 15 something years?
Right now, this is the first event that I'm not competing at in 18.
Whoa! How does that feel? That is insane. Yeah,
it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because like I said, today was literally the first day I just came from the tournament, and that was my first time just like being on the sidelines,
watching. Damn.
But it's like I don't mind it because I've accomplished a lot in my career. I'm blessed to be in the position I'm in.
Yeah.
So I don't mind taking a step back and just watching and just having another venture, another opportunity. So I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, 100%. That's incredible. Damn. So you're grinding through college?
Yeah. I didn't graduate yet. I didn't graduate. I went from like 2012 to like 2015.
Yeah.
I got my associates, and then I took a few years off because they were just coming out with the Halo World Championships. So we were just hearing like, yo, they're about to have crowdfunding for this new game, $1 million minimum. And that's the most money anybody's seen in Halo. And I'm like,
100%.
I'm telling my parents, I'm like, yo, I got to take some time off. I got to go to, like, this is back when we're landing at people's houses. I'm staying in my teammate's house for like 3 months at a time, just grinding.
Damn.
And I couldn't go to school and do it as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to do one or the other.
Yeah.
And my parents didn't like it, but they made me make them a promise, like, yo, if you do this, you have to come back eventually or go back eventually. So I was like, all right, bet. So then a few years passed. I started to go back in like 2018, 2019.
Oh, cool.
I'm a senior at UCF. And then right after that is when I moved to Dallas. So technically I'm a senior. I still want to finish. Like,
Yeah.
But my parents, they tell me like, because I moved to Dallas and then the World Championship happened, everything with Optic. And then they're telling me, no, don't go back to school. Like, because I have an opportunity to play collegiate Halo, basically like NCAA, but for Halo. You know what I'm saying? Full scholarship, everything, full ride. And I told them like, you know, I want to do this. And they're like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, because they have like esports in college.
Which is crazy to think about.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
That's
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
holy. I've seen
Ironically,
it in high school, but I didn't really think that full
Scholarships and everything is awesome.
yeah. Ironically, the guy that is helping me with the scholarship, he's somebody I knew back in Halo 2, way back in the day.
Wow.
Full circle
no way.
type shit.
Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
It's so lit. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
I love that. Yeah. I love that the parents were like, at first, like, nah, you got to go to school. And then they're like, wait.
Like, what's going on here?
Because they're like, you should devote your time. Like, you're doing really well. Like, you know, keep doing
You're
what
clearly
you're doing.
talented at it.
Yeah.
You know, you have a gift.
Like, they always supported me. But when I moved out here, it was like, it was a timing of when I moved out here. It was like, I just became a senior. Like, it's like, what do you, like, you know, I have to make a decision. It's either I do this and I fully go into it and I don't look back, or I finish school and stay out here. Because I could have stayed in Florida and still played, but I wouldn't have been involved in Optic content. I needed to be closer to just a team.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was honestly the best decision I ever made. And so they, like, I got a Best Buy ad. Like, you know, Optic put me in a Best Buy ad with Razer.
So fun.
It was really dope. It was really dope. But it was like, it was in every Best Buy in the nation.
That's fucking sick.
And that's like a lot of stores.
Yeah. That is a lot.
There's a lot of Best Buys, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
But it was just like cool to tell my parents, like, yo, go to Best Buy and you can see me in your Best Buy.
Yeah,
and that's when
that's awesome.
they started to be like, all right, well, he looks like he's, you know, he knows what he's doing right now.
Right.
So and then they
Yeah,
started
that's
coming to
awesome.
events. They saw me like win worlds with the team. That meant a lot. You know
they
what
were
I'm saying?
there?
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
Thank you.
amazing. What a moment.
Yeah, that
what
is
a
amazing.
moment. Oh my God.
What was that,
the fans was there.
2022 y'all won Worlds?
Yeah.
22?
Right.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
That's like what means the most to me is that they were there to see that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like somebody
100%.
in the crowd has like a picture of like my dad when we're winning, and it's like the best picture. He's just super happy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love that. That's so cool.
Nah, that's crazy. It's just like getting that like validation almost that they're
Yes.
like on your side and
Yeah,
everything. That's
exactly.
incredible.
Because they hadn't been to a tournament with me since like I was 16. You know what I'm saying? Like when they had to take me to tournaments. You feel me?
Yeah, they had to drive you.
Yeah. And
I love it.
They literally had to like make sure my teammates were like cool. Like after like, you know, after when I
Yeah.
first started going to events by
Like crowd
myself.
side was like a few hundred and now it's a stadiums
Yeah.
and shit.
So now and then they saw me doing pretty well. They're like, all right, let's go out and let's, you know, go support. So it really meant a lot to me.
How epic. Yeah,
Sure,
that's
for
some
them to
extra
see that
motivation
one,
in
too.
In the games right there, you're like, I gotta get this. We need this, boys.
Like, it gives you a purpose, you know. You don't do just,
Yeah.
I say you just don't do things like this for yourself. You got to do it for the people around you.
Right.
That's right.
Keeps you motivated, keeps you wanting to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Keeps you grounded.
100%.
You know,
Exactly.
100% keeps you grounded, man. Do you ever have a moment where you were able to like look out in the crowd and see them?
Yeah. Like when I'm doing like an interview.
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
just tugging at the heart right there. Like, don't cry, keep it together. That's such a cool moment, man. I love that.
Like I will always go up to them like in the crowd and I'll be like, just say what's good. But then people like come up and they'll ask for pictures and stuff. But it's like, it means the world like for both, like, you know, my parents to see that
So
and then
proud.
to ask me for a picture or something like that.
So
Damn,
proud.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's like the coolest thing ever. Just
Yeah,
as-
that's
if-
sick.
Yeah, I'm a new parent, so I'm proud of everything my kid does, right? So I can only imagine your kid wins a world championship.
Yeah.
It's like
crazy,
you're
bro.
literally the greatest in
That's
the world.
crazy.
Like that's epic.
Yeah, I was listening to a couple COD pros talk about when they were competing. Are you, and it seems like there was like two types of pros. Do you like vividly remember plays as they happened, or you kind of like blacked out and you were so locked in as it happened? Because some pros are able to like, oh, I remember what happened
like
this round. this
photographic
round.
memory
Yeah,
type
and the other
shit.
ones are just like, I just blacked out, like I just played, you know what I mean? Like, I just played.
Nah, I remember pretty much everything.
Nah.
I can remember like I have a pretty good memory for stuff like that. Like I
Right,
can remember
right.
like series from back in the day, how they
Yeah.
happened and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes in game, like if it's like a long series, then you like black out because you're just in it. You know what I'm saying? But you're using so much brain power that afterwards you're just like depleted.
You're cooked.
Like,
yeah.
After you win a tournament, I always say that you are like it is exhausting because you're using so much brain power. You're thinking so much. Every decision could cost you.
Right.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot
It's
of
gonna be mentally
just like high stress for 3-4 days straight, pretty much.
Yes, exactly. You guys, you're exactly right. Exactly right.
Can't even imagine that.
You don't think about it, right? You're just like, oh, they're playing video games. No, they're playing video games at the highest level possible. Dude. Like every little fraction thing that you do is thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Are Sundays more like championship Sundays? Are they more stressful? Or are they like more fun? Ooh, like I made it here. I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. Or is it like this is all like this is I'd be tweaking on Sundays.
I think it's all like it's always gonna be fun because like you gotta think you gotta be in the mindset like yo I'm ready to go to war like but you gotta also be in the mindset like you're ready to go to war with the people to your left and right, not just the people you're about to play against.
For sure.
Like, and it's got to be that like you got to have like some sort of cohesiveness with your team.
Right.
Like, and that's what makes it fun. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just fun just going and playing with people that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta enjoy the
Definitely.
Like getting top four or like because top four is on Sunday, like getting top four with people that you enjoy, like you win your top four match on Saturday, you go out to eat, you get prepared for Sunday. Yeah. It's better than just like getting top four on Saturday night and then just going back to your room by yourself.
Right.
Nah, that's 2 different worlds right there.
100%.
Sure. You want that family.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I feel like in the games like COD or Halo, if you don't have that bond, like
have you ever been able to like outskill the bond? Like, do you ever not like your teammates if the vibes weren't high and y'all still were winning?
Damn, that's actually that's so fire,
bro. It's just a crazy question because I gotta make sure I say this properly because that is a great like you asking that is crazy because it's like crazy good.
Right.
It's because the only way for that to like be accomplished is you like 4 people on your team, you all, including yourself, you have to know that you're going there to get the job done.
Right.
But you also all have to be like the best team. You have to be the best team in the game. You have to be the best team in the game, and you have to like just put away your differences when you get up on stage and play. Like, and a lot of teams have been able to do that. Some teams have been able to do that, but you have to be the best team. You cannot do that when you're like 4th place. You're just gonna get shit on. I gotta keep it real.
Yeah. Like you really need the skill to get out there.
But there have been teams that do that. Like I think even the Opti Dynasty, I think they like ran into some rough patches, but they were still winning when they were running into these rough patches. You know what I'm saying? Because they were capable and they were that fucking good at the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, and they were just that good of a team. But like you cannot be. You have to be incredible. It's just not gonna work. That's a really good point. Really good.
You gotta have the vibes on the team, man, for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people just don't have like a good team culture. Like they don't even try to adopt a good team culture.
Right.
And it's kind of right there in your face. Like you see what successful teams are doing. They either record it, they put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Like you see what the successful organizations are doing with their teams and with their players. Like you see it all. It's just up to you to kind of maximize it.
No, I love when people are like you can see that team bond. Like it's literally the best. Even when they're like the celebrations after a kill, like I love that energy. Like, when they're all, not just like a little air depth, like they're full on getting crazy at a land. Like I love it. I love that energy. It just feels like they're one, like a whole unit.
Yeah, everyone's on the same page and everything.
Yeah,
you
bro.
see them moving. Yeah, that's nice. What was your favorite game to play as a pro?
Halo 3.
Halo 3 for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy this game though, but it's kind of biased because I got the World Championship, so it's like the Halo 3 is definitely
true. That is true. Did they change a lot between Halos? Because I know Call of Duty, for the most part, kind of stays the same between game to game, but Halo's kind of changed, right? There's like sometimes like sprint mechanics, there's power ups and stuff.
There's like equipment now. There's like there's sprint, like you said, you clamber, kind of like Call of Duty.
Right.
Just kind of new age mechanics. Like I feel like if you had Halo 3 mechanics nowadays, I don't think the game would be as successful. Just because I think kids want to be more cracked nowadays. They want to run around. They want
the clips and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So
the crazy movement. Where
it has to be a fast paced game to be successful in this like industry or now this industry like in today's age. But
that makes sense. Yeah. Look at the TikTok.
Hey.
That's a good point. That's a really.
Did you ever want to compete in another game? Or you ever think about it?
Oh wow.
The only time I thought about it was when Black Ops 4 came out because it was kind of similar to Halo because you had health. Like you had to like.
Yeah.
Now, if you like a lot of Halo pros, they kind of switched over and they tried it because, like I said, it was similar. I thought about it, but that's when I got an opportunity to be. At the time, it was the best team. I was like, it's better for me to go be on this best team or take this opportunity than go and try and make this switch, take a pay cut. Don't know if I'll be great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't know how long it's gonna take me.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I thought about it. But I do like to watch Call of Duty. If there's any other game I'd play, it'd probably be Call of Duty.
Oh, nice.
100%.
I feel the same way. Yeah, COD's pretty like easy to grasp, easy to watch. I feel like a newbie you can watch it and just see what's going on. I have a good time with Call of Duty 100%. We got some hash right here, Timmy.
Dude.
Can you believe it, man? The new Pine Park hash. By the time you're watching this, it might just be available. You go to pinepark.shop. We got like 5 different flavors. Oh, I'm excited. Let's get this orange one in here. Let's take a little dab ski, shall we, fellas? Oh, I'm excited. What's your favorite way to smoke, APG? You like rolling up the boast and some dabs?
I'd say probably like blunts, but it's not like something I can do like this.
100% feel that. What kind of wraps?
Any leaf. Like it's either loose leaf or backwoods.
Got you, for sure.
I haven't had like, was it Brothers Broadleaf or something like that?
Oh, those are chill. Those are chill.
I've never had those, but other than that, I usually just smoke joints. Just because it's like much healthier, something you can do consistently.
Yeah.
But I also do like dabs. Dabs is like the most effective way.
Sure,
Like,
yeah. Just get right there, one dab real quick, and you're feeling good.
Are you more like a electronic like Puffco, or do you have like a full setup at the house?
Puffco.
Puffco's vibe. It's just so much. It's easier, right?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the rig stage yet. Like people have been telling me
The stage.
That's extra. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, dude.
People be like, yo, you gotta get a rig. It's not the same. Like, bro, even somebody, shout out to Nata, bro, somebody sent me a rig on my stream. They sent me a little like starter rig.
Yeah.
I can't forget about that. They sent me a
That's
little
love.
starter rig and like a little torch in the middle.
That's it.
That was dope. It was just mad small, but I do appreciate it.
I feel like it's the torch that puts people off a lot with it, because it's just a whole thing. You got the torch, you feeling a little, it's crazy.
You gotta refill it.
Somebody walks in, you got the torch going, you're looking like you're doing something you shouldn't be. Like, I don't know. It's a little explaining you got to do if they don't know. Like this is like, it's a bong. Like I'm not doing nothing crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
Which one is that? Is that
It's the
rotten orange?
rotten orange.
That stuff
Rotten,
smells
right. Yeah,
disgusting in a great way.
in a great way.
You know,
In a
does that
great
make
way.
sense?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What is this little thing you got here? Is this a shark? What
It is a little shark. You see the shark right on there? That's pretty funny, right?
little
That's pretty
shark
funny.
week action?
I need some water after that one.
Nah, for sure. Immediate reaction. What do you think, Timmy? What do you think about that Pine Park rosin?
My first dab of it. And it's
Wow.
tasty. It's tasty.
Throw it right in.
That's always what I
That's
look for.
incredible.
That's what I look for after a dab, the first thing I look for the taste. That's exactly what I be
Come
doing
on, bro.
too. I mean, that's
It tastes like, it literally tastes like a fermented orange or something.
what I'm saying.
Like, what the hell? It's so good.
Would you even say a mandarin?
Oh,
Yeah, if we're gonna get specific, in it, yeah, 100%.
You get a mandarin
100%.
in there.
I'm getting a little mandarin.
That's,
Wow.
it smells so crazy too. Can I see
Yeah,
the
it
jar?
does. Well, of course you can.
I'ma
Of
smell
course
it.
you can.
I gotta smell it. Yeah. The
So you
smell, it
start-
almost matches.
Compete and you start smoking after that. Do you ever combine the two ever in your youthful years? Maybe after the tournament, maybe with some of the
Performance
homies,
enhancing.
you know what I'm saying?
After the tournament, bro, I'd be like, before I even walk out the venue, I got the pen in my hand.
Yeah.
But like, I'm always smoking after, but I don't try, or not try, but I don't smoke before matches. I don't
Right.
smoke like before any practices, anything
Yeah.
like that. I try
Was
not
there
to
ever a time you tried, like in your career, when you're like, maybe I can? And then,
Nah, because I just don't even want it to be like, I don't want to be a liability. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
yeah.
wanna- I don't
I
want to
respect
do
that.
it. I don't want to do it and then like bad. Like, oh shit, I should
Right.
have done that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
well, then you might feel bad or
Yeah.
something costed
Yeah,
something
yeah,
or some
you
shit
never
like
know.
that.
Because like, imagine I do it and then I do well and I'm like, oh shit,
Now
this
you
is
need
great.
it.
Now I
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now you're in your fucking head. Like, if I don't smoke, I'm 0 kills.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, or I do it again and I get shit on. It's like, oh shit, now I'm in my head about like, what should I do?
No, that's a
Like-
because like gaming is, I feel like, very mental.
Yeah.
Very, very mental. And if you get in your head with some shit like that, like, do you have like superstition when it comes to gaming? Like things like you before you get to the arena, you got to do A, B, and C, or you're not feeling it.
I have to have like I have a certain routine. Like,
Okay.
I have to get a haircut.
Nice.
I have to get my nails done.
Okay.
I have to get my eyebrows threaded.
You'll be feeling fucking.
Yeah.
I live by
Feel
like-
good, play good.
Yeah,
That's
live
right.
good.
That's right. That's right.
And then like I do that, and I like to make sure I have like a good meal, like a good steak or something like that the night
Okay.
before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure like I'm healthy, I'm feeling good going into the weekend.
Yeah.
And then on event days, not really too many superstitions that I can think of. But it's just mainly like I have to do my routine. Like if I don't do that, I feel like I'm completely out of whack.
You're off.
Like if you couldn't get that haircut, you'd feel it. You'd be
Oh,
like,
bro,
damn.
I would not feel like myself. I
Oh,
wouldn't
you're
feel
tweaking.
confident. You know what I'm saying? Like it just would not. I would not be the same person.
But that makes a lot of sense though, because it's right. Like,
Yeah.
and if you feel, then you look at me like,
That's
I'm in.
bro. Your confidence will bleed into your gameplay. Like you can play people and you can tell if they're not confident. They won't challenge you. You know what I'm saying? But if you play people and they're jumping out challenging you, you can tell they're confident. They're feeling themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like I say the same thing. Like I think gaming, like professional gaming, is like 60% mental and like 50 or 40% actual playing, because a lot of people are great players, but they don't have good mental games. You know what I'm saying? Something bad might happen in the series. They might get down on themselves. They're chalked. Their communication is terrible after that. They don't believe in like a comeback. They don't believe in each other. That's where the team culture comes in.
100%. Yeah. I like to ask a few pros this every chance I get. What percentage of it do you think is like God-given skill? Like I was just born to play this game. Like my hand-eye is just insane. And how much of it is just grinding? Like, and if you didn't have that God-given skill, do you think you could grind it out? Be like, not you specifically, but a player maybe watching, you know? You just gotta be born with it. I mean, that's fair. Some people just gotta be born with it.
Hold on a second.
If you got it, like you gotta have it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
you should know if you got it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like some people like you know if you got it. Like even when I'm playing when I'm younger, I'm mad young, but like pretty good at this game. Like I'm doing pretty well. I'm like 11 or 12. Like if I saw 11 or 12-year-old doing well, like in video games nowadays, I'd be like, holy shit.
He's different.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but some people, they might like, this is me saying this respectfully, they might think they got it, but they might be trying to grind it out. But they might not have the full package. Like some people might have a lot of skill, but they might not have the full package. They might not be coachable. They might not be a good teammate. You know what I'm saying? There might be little small things that are holding them back. But literally, I agree with you. Like you either have to have it or you can't. I don't think you can grind it out. I don't think it's possible.
Can you sharpen that? You can sharpen that skill though.
For sure.
So if you're naturally gifted and you're a grinder, it's gonna sharpen that blade.
I agree with you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Like
you can get better.
Yeah, you can see you can tell when some people have like just raw skill, but then you have to like kind of take them under your wing. Maybe they have to be around better players, get better practice.
That part.
But then also they have to be open to learning more, understanding that they're not the best. You have to have a little bit of an ego just so you're not getting stomped all over. But understanding you have a lot more to learn. You have a lot further to go. So I 100% agree with that. 100%.
I feel like I hear that a lot about, athletes or e-athletes when it's like you have to be coachable. Whatever that means, you got to keep learning.
Bro, some people, they just think they're the best and they do not listen. Bro, some people are very, very hard to get through to. Like, when you have like all of your teammates on the same page, all wanting to learn, they can take constructive criticism. It's rare. It's very rare nowadays. It's very rare nowadays. And that's why a lot of teams, the top players stay at the top because they understand that.
I think I've heard, Eric, you asked this to another pro. Do you think coaches are important? Like, are they going to teach you something, or like, is the player going to just be able to like, do they need the coach? Is it super important to have like a?
I'll say a good coach makes a difference, and then like in Halo, a good coach.
Halo specifically. Halo.
You can tell when a good coach is making a difference, rather than like just somebody that's just there timing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's going out of their way to help with in-game stuff. They're making sure you're prepared at events. You know what I'm saying? Like coaches don't do too much in-game stuff. Bless you.
Thank you.
But coaches don't do too much stuff in-game, like outside of practice. When they're doing VOD reviews, he's, if it's depending on who it is, like say Lunchbox for Optic, he used to be a old Halo pro.
Okay.
He's going to know how to play winning Halo. He's going to have great input. You know what I'm saying?
They were a pro though.
Yeah, they were pro.
So that might be an important factor if they've played before, not just because there's coaches that haven't played.
Yes, and that's what makes like a good coach like separate from just like somebody that's just coaching.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, good info.
Like somebody that's a pro that actually plays the game. They're trying to learn like the new meta that might happen. Something might change on the maps. They're trying to learn, what the routes are, where the nades are, et cetera, et cetera. So those coaches that go other way, they make a difference. They make a huge difference.
Love that. Love a good coach.
Was coaches always a thing? Because I know they're not recent in Call of Duty, but I know they started to become more
of a forefront.
Yeah, more of a forefront thing. Have there always been a thing in Halo?
Yeah, always. They've always been huge in Halo. Like even way back in the day, because they had to literally like time stuff. Like,
what do you mean time? When you say time, because you said a couple times, I didn't know what that meant. What does time stuff mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna try and explain Halo Infinite, and then I'm gonna explain like back in the day, like Halo 2, Halo 3.
Gotcha.
So Halo Infinite, and I'm gonna try my best to do this. So
No.
Let me know if I'm messing up.
We got you.
All right. So Halo Infinite, certain weapons are like on a weapon pad, right? You pick up that weapon, and you use all the ammo. It might be up in another like 30 seconds after you use all the ammo, or after you might drop it on the ground and it might disappear because nobody grabbed it. It might be 30 seconds up after that.
Okay.
After it disappears. and the coach will keep track of that. You know what I'm saying? But also on certain power weapons in Halo Infinite, and I think in Halo 5, like a couple power ups, not as many as in Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite, like a lot of them are like this. The power ups, it'll say in the game like 30 seconds to camo. You know what I'm saying? 30 seconds to rockets or something like that. So you'll know in game, all right, we got to prepare for this. But the coach will remind you like even a minute before that. That way you can start setting up, make sure you're alive when those rockets come up, stuff like that. So you're ahead of the game.
Got you.
Right?
Which is huge though.
Yeah, that does sound huge. You got the grade cam. I mean, you can't think of everything at once, you know? It's nice to have that guy in your ear that's like keeping you on
so
track.
They're in the headset too? They're on the
Halo, they're with you.
Oh, that's because that's not in Call of Duty. They're not in
Yeah, exactly.
right?
They come in only after the games.
Oh, that's
why Halo is important.
That's fire. I didn't know that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So, thing is, Halo 2 and Halo 3, the game clock, say it's a 15-minute game. Sniper might be up at like 13:50.
Okay.
If I grab that snipe, right? Like the weapons were like this, right? Like the sniper would respawn on the pit like this. See how I dropped it?
Yeah.
If you grab it before it drops, it's called dirtying the snipe. And you can delay it like however long you keep it or something like that. I don't remember specifics. But you can, it's called dirtying. But the other coach, like you get the other team sniper, your coach can keep track of that timing.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Got you.
But the other team's not going to know because you're dirtying their snipe. You know what I'm saying? But the sniper's not coming up, or like in Halo 2, Halo 3, the sniper's not coming up and having like 30 seconds to it in the game.
It's not in game. They don't show it.
But the coach has to remind you, yo, sniper's up at 30, like sniper's going to be up. Because also if you grab it and you hold it or something like that, don't drop it, there's another way of delaying the time. But your coach has to keep track of that. So back in the day, there was a lot more just like actual timing that had to be done.
Right.
A lot of time management going on.
Yeah.
Geeked, bro.
Bro, there was a lot.
Do you think players were in general more skilled back in the day, or they're more skilled now?
Ooh.
There's always talking. Everyone in Call of Duty always talks about.
Right there, bro. You don't have to answer that one.
It's like the person to ask. You played against so many people over so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a different skill nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's because like you didn't have the same mechanics back in Halo 2, Halo 3 in those games as you do now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different. It's just different. I think some of the new age players, like I think like the top 4 and stuff nowadays, like in Halo, they are probably better than like a top 4 way back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like just like skill wise, like depending on who it is, like if you put them, it just depends on the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the new age Halo pros, if they went back and played the older Halos, they would be just as good at them. But some of them just might not even play the game.
Yeah, but like this game's too slow. I'm not playing this.
Yeah, some of them
I don't like the movement or whatever it is, you know.
But I think about like Shotzi, for instance. Like he's a very fast player.
Yes,
but he'll go back and play old Halos and he'll still do Shotzi shit. And it's like, whoa, like this is possible in this game. And then people will be like, Halo 3 is like still a fucking crazy game. Look at what Shotzi's doing, shit like that. Because he's still doing Shotzi shit, doing jumps and all this nasty shit. But nobody's like thinking to do that because they're not Shotzi. So it just depends on who it is. Depends on who it is and who puts the time in. You feel me?
I think that part. Who puts the time in? Right?
Yeah.
That part.
Do you have a favorite teammate you've ever had? Favorite duo, favorite squad, perhaps?
Formal.
Nice.
The GOAT.
Formal. Like my top like 3 are Formal, Lethal, Snake.
Nice.
Hell
yeah.
It's a solid top 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Top 3, dude. Holy shit.
What makes Formal your favorite?
He is an incredible teammate. He's gonna love watching. He's an incredible teammate. You know, like I always say this, like he when he says certain things to you, like, you know, let me go back. So I think there's a difference between like a veteran and a winner. You know what I'm saying? Matt is a winner. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell by the things he says in game, when you're on stage, when you're in the finals, you can tell that like when he says certain things, like gets you piped up in the back, that you really feel like you're about to go to war and you're about to do this shit.
Right. Like you've been there before.
Yeah. Like I'm always like with Matt at events. Like we're going in the back, we're smoking cigs together. Like I'm always with Matt. Like, I'm always with him. So him and I are always talking. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to the event together in the morning as a team. Like I'm leaving with him. Like I'm hanging out afterwards. Like we're getting food together. Like I'm always with him. So Matt was an incredible teammate, and also he's just an incredible player. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't miss. And he always is in the right position. He does a crazy amount of damage. It's really easy to play with him. And it's also really easy to win with him. So it makes the game he simplifies the game. He has great communication. You know what I'm saying? His awareness is on 10. So he's the full package. You know what I'm saying? Even all these years later, excuse me, he still finds ways to improve and still kind of add to his bag. So Matt is a generational player. He for real is.
Okay,
Like,
that's premium gas. That's
gas
premium
him up,
gas
baby.
right there. Let's go.
Nah, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, and he enjoyed teaming with me. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciated that. We accomplished a lot together. Like, and we teamed like before back in the day too. Like we teamed back in
really?
we teamed in like 2012.
Whoa.
We got like top 3, and then we teamed in like 2014 or 2015. It was Maniac, Lethal, Formula 9. We won like a little like pre-event or pre-launch event, and like we have had a lot of success together. And then also like the other two, like Lethal and Snakebite, had a lot of success with them as well.
Right.
Like the team that I was talking about that offered me the spot, I was thinking about switching to COD.
Yeah.
It was their team. Frosty just switched to Call of Duty.
Oh, when they switched, there's a few that switched to COD, huh?
Yeah, and so it was Snakebite, Lethal, World 2, and I, and Coach World 1. And so they brought me on their team. Basically, they're arguably one of like the greatest Halo team of all time.
Right,
Like them
right.
and Final Boss are like the top 2 dynasties.
Yeah. 100%.
So them bringing me on, it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? They believed in me because I was getting like top 3, but I like changed a lot as a person. And I think they took notice of that. So like, we went back to Halo 3 for like a couple of years. Teamed with them, we won a few events. It was a good time. And then after that, Frosty came back, he retook his spot. But then I got on Optic. And then after that, we got the World Championship. So I give them a lot of credit for just kind of teaching me winning Halo and kind of revamping my play style and kind of making me the player I am today. So I give them a lot of credit. And then, like I said, Optic took notice. And then we're here now.
Let's go.
It's so huge for you to give those flowers back. Like I love that because that shows just a lot of like maturity or just respect for other people in your sport. That's awesome.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to give credit where it's due. Like you can't do this shit alone. Like you can't and that's the thing. And people think that you can do it alone. Like you can't do this alone. You have to have like-minded people. You have to believe in each other as well.
Yeah.
So I really do appreciate the people that do believe in that. And I've had a lot of success because it's allowed me to just help me get here. You know what I'm saying? Like World Championship. Like literally, it's helped a lot. It's helped a lot. So I give all those people a lot of credit.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite city you've ever competed in? Maybe a certain event that sticks out in your mind, besides Worlds, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. London.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, London is my favorite spot. Like I've been to London 3 times. I went back in like 2019.
Yeah.
When I was teaming with Snakebite, Lethal, World 2 and them. We won an online tournament. Only like one NA team could go. And then Snakebite, like we won the tournament and then World 2 and Lethal said they didn't want to go. So Snakebite and I went. We were in like Twickenham. It was great though. Like it was, actually that wasn't my first time. That was my second time. That was my second time, but we went for Halo 3.
Yeah.
We won a tournament there. It was pretty dope. And then the first time was in 2018. And that was a Halo 5 tournament. And that was like in West London by the Chelsea City.
Okay, where were you?
Yeah. So we were like right there. That's where we were playing. There's like a little mall around the corner.
Nice.
So we were playing there. That was really dope. That was the
London's
first time.
London's a vibe. I like
Yeah, you've been a few times.
Yeah, I've been a couple times. I think 2
Recently?
times. Yeah. In the last few months. That place is crazy. That place is crazy for sure.
I had to like get a passport for it and everything. It was really dope. And then we got to go last year. For, like I said, Halo Infinite Quadrant. Like they used to be an esports org, and they were ran by Lando Norris. And so they had an event out there. And after that, I went to Amsterdam. So that's why I like just being overseas. I like to be like overseas because there's not many times that like I'm gonna be able to go to London to play a video game for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a blessing. So.
That's awesome.
Huge.
I've always meant to ask Pro this. I think a lot of people understate the difference between online and LAN. Like how big of a difference is it between online and LAN? Not even like the environment or competing, but just like shooting another player. Like is it night and day?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like there's a pretty big difference. There's a pretty big difference, especially like depending on what internet you have. Like you could be
like there's definitely onliners that are just good online.
Yeah. There's onliners that are just good online, but it's also like a lot of that has to be like with their nerves. Like some people just get straight up nervous at events.
Right.
Like that happens a lot. That happens a lot. That's been the case with a lot of players.
Did that ever happen to you in any point in your career, or were you always just kind of chill?
Never really thought about it, like playing, you know what I'm saying? It was just like routine. Like I started at such a young age that when I got older, it just like was so normal that I just normal. Like
you're just playing the game kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's crazy though. You go in front of a bunch of people and you're just checked. You're like, fuck, I'm actually so good at this game. What the fuck? You choke and throwing up a 0. You're like, fuck. That's good. Because you said it's 60% mental. So if you go up there and if you go up there and get scared or something, like, fuck. Bro, the crowd's booing you and shit. You're like, green walls yelling at you. Like, holy shit, you're checked.
Bro, you can see sometimes when players like, get nervous and whatnot. You can see it in their gameplay as well. Because sometimes you can hear when the crowd like is on your screen, like say you get shit on. Sometimes you might hear it
through the double headphones.
If the crowd's loud, if the crowd's loud enough, like 100%. Like, because I would always hear like
you knew they were watching you. Like
you lose that 1v1, they're just like
yeah. But on the other hand, it's like if you shit on somebody and they do it, you're like I used to love that feeling when I was playing. I'd be like,
you win like a map or something off of a 1v1, you just
you're like, you hear them just go like, oh shit.
Like, that's me. That's me.
Exactly.
I love that.
It was nice. It's real nice.
That land feeling though. But definitely some people crumble on it. They crumble.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. The crowd's roaring and everything.
It's a pressure thing. It's an anxiety.
It's like you're on stage pretty much, Stage fright.
Stage fright for sure. You forget your lines.
Where
am I supposed? What's the strat? Shit. This mind's blank. We're smoking.
Oh yeah, we are. Is it kind of rare for other pro players to smoke? You don't gotta call them out by name or anything, but like I feel like most of them.
Pretty decent, good amount.
Gaming and smoking.
Not like gaming and smoking, dude.
Gaming and smoking is right.
But I feel like pro gaming maybe not. They're all locked in and stuff.
Nah, but pro athletes be smoking. Y'all pro athletes. Let's just be on that. You a pro athlete. That's what you're doing.
It's not like a decent. It's not like a crazy amount, but like
you'd find some people to sesh with that.
Yeah. There's people.
But like afterwards, a lot of people just want to relax.
I feel that.
Long tournament, stressed 100%. Out. Like weed's probably great for fucking.
Or even a celebration. Do you remember how you celebrated winning Worlds?
You don't gotta dare to do that.
You're gonna get too crazy.
I have to bleep this part out.
No, we didn't do too much. Because it was like a grueling series. So it was like I remember I was saying like it's mentally exhausting.
Yeah,
100%. That shit is mentally exhausting. Like we went out to eat. Hector and Hastro, they took us out to eat. After that, we just went back to the hotel bar.
What city was that in?
Seattle.
Nice.
We just went back to the hotel bar and then
had a little toast.
Yeah. It was dope though. It was like what I would do is like I would bring the trophy to the bar.
Yeah.
So
hey, I would drink out of it or something. Did you fill it up?
I
never did that. I would always take it to the bar. So it's like aura farming. So people say no.
As you
like,
should.
What's that for? It's all fat.
Yeah.
You ever wear the ring?
Yeah, I was like, you have a fat ring, right? Too.
Yeah. So that's like sitting on top of my desk. I don't touch that because I don't want anything to happen.
That's history.
True. Yeah.
That's quite literally that's history, right?
That is history. When did they start doing Worlds for Halo?
2016.
Damn.
But before they had national championships, which were basically Worlds.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Like the one big tournament kind of thing.
Yeah. Where everybody went.
Come on.
Yeah, it was just called national.
It's just a different name.
Yeah. It was just like a lower amount of money, but like obviously as esports started to get bigger, more money came in. Then the Worlds came around. That's when they started to do the $1 million minimum.
$1 million minimum, dude.
Damn,
that'll get you excited. Holy shit.
Was there ever a point? Because I was reading this book recently. It was called like The Psychology of Winning, and just pretty much talks about like when winners don't really have doubts on themselves, especially in big moments. Was there ever a time in that tournament where you're like, yeah, we might lose this thing, or you just like, we're gonna fucking win this? Like the whole time you're like, we're gonna fucking win this world. Sure.
Yeah.
you guys got good questions. This is.
I love when you got to pause and just like, hold on a second.
So I'll say it like this. So, like, I'm gonna say 3-month run, but like we went on like a longer run. But then the off season came because we went on 3-peat afterwards. But in this 3-month run that we went on, it was like August, September, October, right? And August was like an online tournament. It was called like the NA Super, and it was like for 125. And like everybody, like this is all right. So going back to even the online, this is back when everybody was like, everybody's in Texas. Everybody has Texas ping. Like, they're doing well because of Texas. So everybody like flew down to Texas for this tournament. And like obviously when we're, like I'm on Optic, we're all in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We win that tournament, but that's like the start of our run. And then Orlando's the next tournament. And we win that, like, we win the Super, like, we didn't have any hiccups. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was according to plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Orlando came, like, our teammates, like, 419's teammates, Lucid and Trippy, Tommy and Joey, shout out to them as well. This was their first event win as well. So we go to Orlando, we win that event, like, according to plan. They got their first event, right? We got that, like, under our belt. Then Worlds came. And then Worlds was only, like, 2 weeks away from the Orlando event. So if you do well at the event before Worlds, you are in a great position because there's not, like, teams don't have a lot of time to catch up. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of time to fix their problems.
Yeah.
So going into Worlds, we're first seed, we're doing extremely well. We get to finals. And in Halo, if you make it to the finals through winner's bracket, you have a series advantage. And it's a best of 7.
Okay, got you.
Oh, the reset.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So the team coming from the losers bracket, they have to win twice in the best, like 2 best of 7.
2 best of 7,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. And so Cloud9 at the time, it was Eco, Bound, Stellar, Penguin, Coach Hoaxer. They were on fire from the losers bracket. They literally lost winners round 1, made it from like top 12 to finals, right? But they were a top like 3 team. They just like got upset. You know what I'm saying? They're on fire though.
On a run.
Yeah. We win game 1, then we lose the next 4.
Oh,
And then it was like going back to the hiccup thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we were like, oh shit. Like, all right, we gotta go in the back. Like we gotta regroup because it wasn't going well.
Right.
It was not going well. It was not going well at all.
No, you lost 4 in a row, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And so we were like, all right. We went in the back, we regrouped. Like, you know, going back to formal, he was saying some winning shit. I always say that.
Right.
Like he got us back, like regroups. You know, Lucid also helping us get regrouped. Lunchbox as well, our coach. We go back on stage, we win the next series 4-0. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And so that was like, you know, we had to like regroup because it wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. It started off like it was going to be pretty easy, but it wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? That was a really good question.
Had to keep pushing.
So like right in that moment, it's nice to have amazing teammates like you just mentioned because they stopped that doubt from creeping in.
Yeah.
Because they recognize like, hey, whoa. Nah, come back over here. We're about to whoop that ass.
Yeah, we weren't playing well.
Back and sparked them though, 4-0. They weren't expecting that shit.
Damn.
They weren't having that meeting in their
said
team.
some real winning shit.
I want to hear what he's saying. I want to be a fly on that shit, bro. He lit a fire, bro. What?
Bro, it was
That's what I'm talking about.
It was a good team talk. It was needed. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all have is it timeouts after every game or was that like a conscious like, yo, let's go to the back kind of thing?
Just it was after the series, so you have a break.
Oh, okay.
Like you could go outside and smoke a cigarette if you wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Got you.
Like, but we just went in the back and we just talked. Like, and then we had a rule like if one of us gets up, all of us get up, even if we're just going to the bathroom. If we don't even have to go, just get up, just go with your team. You know what I'm saying? You move as a unit.
Right.
That's such a vibe.
So we just got up.
Team shit.
Such a fucking vibe.
We had to take a breather too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got caught. Like, how do I say it? We got caught up too much in the moment.
100%. 100%.
So it almost makes the story that much more.
That
you like got punched.
That comeback moment.
And we're like, nah, you ain't got us, bro. That ain't fucking happening.
Yeah.
And that was the 3-peat.
No, that was okay. So,
but you did win. That was the 3rd event.
Okay, but the Super didn't technically count. It was an online. Yeah, it was an online tournament. It was supposed to be a LAN. I think they moved it to online.
Okay,
but you got a trophy for it. Like it was a LAN tournament too.
Kind of cool.
So I count it like a half. I say like a 0.5.
Does every player get the trophy, or do you have to decide who keeps it?
No, the org keeps.
Oh, Mr. Hector has a couple, huh?
That's what's on the watch party in the back, bro. There's like all those, there's a bunch of those bad boys.
That makes sense.
You gotta get that ring. You gotta win the ring to keep that bad boy. That's right. That's right.
You can get like replicas made.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you wanted
valid.
to get your trophy, you can get it like, hey, copy.
I think so. Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Do we even spark that one? Should we spark one of these?
Yeah, I'm
You
not
ready?
scared, man. Let's let the
let's do it.
This is a Texas episode. These conversations is flowing, bro.
The
Let's keep it rocking.
Rose roll, man.
Good right now, dude.
Yeah, the first time I ran into Rome, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was on, we were just in Vegas walking around.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like at a stoplight, we were both walking, and then he was like, Eric, oh, you can light that, man. It's all you.
You're trolling.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you met him? He was just walking?
Yeah, we were just walking around. It was crazy. Met him randomly on a Vegas street.
I love that. That almost makes it that much better.
Yeah, real encountering.
Yeah, nah, straight. The IRL.
I'm trying a couple of these strains, man. They've been nice. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, let's try to what's the red one?
Ooh, this is the red velvet cake.
Yeah, you were talking about that one.
I actually do like this one.
Cakey.
It is cakey, indeed, no doubt about it.
I'm very hyped that we get rosin.
Nah, that's valid. That's just what we needed right there, man.
Next, we got the edibles coming too.
I think the edibles are damn near already on there, right?
Well, no, like
Online.
hours.
Oh.
Yeah, hours. Because we do have some amazing brands to carry.
Right, but we're gonna have some pine bark.
Yeah, we're
edibles.
gonna
Is that
have
what
pine.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Next week we're having.
Next week from this episode airing, most likely.
Me right now. That sounds absolutely amazing, man.
But you can get. There'll be. This will be after. We gonna sample some people.
Oh, fun!
So they could try them on 420 for free.
Yeah.
We have little packs for people to try.
Hope I lit it properly. I want to make sure I got a good cherry on it.
Rocket.
Yep.
So good. Proper.
They're hyped up right now as well.
They got good Z.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a good Z right now,
And
you
you're
can put
hyped
your
up,
brand
huh?
on.
Yeah. What strains you rocking with, APG? You like certain flavors or certain things?
I like Z now. I like Z. I haven't had a lot, but I like their Z.
Like
their Z.
100%.
It would.
Gelato, GMO, Biscotti.
GMO class.
Those are my main ones. Like
Yeah.
mainly GMO, gelato.
Oh, you said some Sour D too, right?
Yeah, sour D.
Yeah. See,
Damn,
that's a strain that I'm
flavor
always
right
like,
there.
bring it on. But there's never like, I feel like that's not one I saw a lot of in California. Like in the last few years, I did a lot of Sour.
Yeah, no, 100% not.
Like
It
all
kinda
those
went away.
classic strains.
The Blue Dream went away. Sour
wanna
Diesel went
see some
away.
really good
The
Blue
Hazes
Dream.
went away.
You like Blue Dream? There's a lot of Blue Dream haters.
See,
Oh.
I think people just like to get on trends.
Yeah,
Like it's easy to hate. Bro, calm down.
Whatever
It's
that
amazing weed.
means, yeah.
It's beautiful too. A
It
good
is
batch of
beautiful.
Blue Dream is gorgeous.
Not 100%.
I have a question for you both.
Yes.
No. Is there any strains that you don't like?
Ooh, you don't like the cheesy strains?
Freaks me out.
Nah, that's fair. That's
Fucking
fair.
too much. Smells like some funky feet, bro. Like
Like, what's an example? What's an example?
like UK cheese. I remember selling that as like 18 years old, bro. We get a pound of it in the store. Like old people would always buy it all, bro. And it's the most nastiest.
Dude, I tried some
disgusting cheese
when I was in
smell.
London the last time. I tried some UK cheese rosin.
Did you puke?
It was all right.
You fucking vomit.
There's not really too many flavors I don't like. Honestly, it's gonna sound like very not anti-weed, but like I'm not the biggest fan of like the OGs, like the Kushes, you know, which is like it's like, you know, it's skunky and shit. Like it's cool. People like, you know, it's classic. It's classic. But
I
like,
don't like
I'd rather get the candy and
That's a
shit.
clip
You know,
right there.
like
Somebody-
I'd rather.
Bro, I'm gonna say that's what I was
Farm
gonna
that
say.
shit,
That's what I was
bro.
gonna say, bro. I do not smoke Kush. I was
Like Kush is cool. OG's cool, man. But like, bro, it just tastes like skunk and trees and shit. Like, I want to taste a little cake or candy or give me a little fruit in
I
there.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to just have vanilla when there's a million flavors
Yes,
right now.
there you go.
There's
That's
so
true. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Vanilla's
That's a good way to
great.
put it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
Vanilla's
put it.
great.
Yeah, I'll always eat some vanilla. 100%.
But like, fuck, they got
But if I
this
have
nowadays.
shit,
the
yeah,
stuff literally you could smoke something that literally tastes like a candy and it's not sprayed.
true.
Like these,
True.
they're scientists in the grow room.
There is spray
Unbelievable.
out there. You guys got to be
Oh,
careful, huh?
There's only like one or two people that I would smoke like their Kush or their OG. One is Drew Green in LA.
Oh yeah, I have seen this stuff with the dirt.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly. Like I do want to try his.
He stays smoking dirt.
I do want to try his. I do really want to try his.
Respect the grower.
Yes, respect the grower.
His stuff's cool. His stuff's cool.
I love his whole energy.
Yeah, he goes hard.
I just
Man.
fuck with the energy. Like I haven't tried his flower. I hope to one day, but I fuck with his energy. Like,
That's what I'm
respect
saying.
the grower. Fuck off. He said he wanted to get in the weed game and he did it.
And he did,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
did it.
Quick.
I love that.
I feel like I saw when he first started. Now he's popping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get a tent and start growing weed, man. Like, get it going.
He actually like it's an art to him. You know what I'm saying? He actually really cares about what he's doing.
Right.
He wants to make sure you have a good experience, like we were talking about.
Hand painted bags, bro.
Hey, the little dirt
Respect.
bags as well with the
Bro,
little
the bag is-
flowering things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah,
Like,
that's
real art,
awesome.
real
yeah.
Come on, bro.
So
That is
also,
real art.
Effort.
I also have another question. Are there any brands that you guys are really fucking with right now.
Ooh.
Pine Park touch.
The PP. Now you mentioned a couple heater ones earlier. Super dope. I like a lot of their stuff. They have a lot of cool products. I like, I guess in terms of rosin, like Trilogy. You know, and good.
I've been smoking a lot of Mountain Man.
Oh, I got the Mountain Man right here. The Mountain Man goes hard. I like the Mountain Man. Nah, 100%.
Dabbing that shit like crazy. That and Trilogy are probably my number one. Maybe some Feel Good too. But
I've always been rocking with 710. They're always doing some cool stuff. I feel like they've been expanding their flavor list as well. 710 for a while was rocking the same cultivars for a while, but now like over the past year or two.
That SB,
that SB
burst.
Crazy, they can't even call it that anymore.
Bruh, bleep it out if you had to. That Starburst is the most insane. Okay, we gotta get him. Have you ever tried it? The 710 Labs. It's a SB 36.
SB 36.
It's it literally tastes. When I say it tastes like, this is what Spray Pack wants. And it's real. And the Spray Pack wants to taste like this. And it literally tastes like a Starburst.
Yeah.
It's like a pink Starburst.
Nah,
too.
It's amazing. So you mentioned that this was the first event that you're spectating on the sidelines. What's the plays? What are the moves for APG going on?
I'm doing the watch party with Optic Maniac.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you guys tune in.
Yes, sir.
We're doing this event and the DreamHack Dallas event.
Right. Where are you streaming it from?
Twitch.tv/BTH Maniac, Twitch.tv/APG.
Twitch.tv/APG, yes, sir. 3-letter name is OG. That's crazy.
So thank you. That's actually super.
And aside from the watch parties, you're going to grind it out content and shit?
Yeah. Just seeing what comes next. Honestly, like, today was the first day. It was a really good day.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for what's coming in the future.
Yeah. The Optic Boys do well today? I didn't see. Did they play today?
Yeah, they did, bro. They were literally playing, and in the middle of the series, that's what happened. Everything just shut off.
The Transformer fucking.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Venue Transformer.
Bro, we were in the venue. Like, we're just doing a watch party. We have our homie Manny. He's on the watch party with us. Bro.
Oh, they're playing here in Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
It's at the esports stadium.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we're like over in a corner, and then it just goes pitch black. Like the whole venue, just pitch black. You guys have been there.
You're like,
yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? That's crazy.
So we just we were like confused. Like it just was pitch black and it wasn't coming back on. And then
usually like there'll be a backup generator.
Yeah, but then it was like, we thought it was a watch party at first, and then they were like, everybody has to evacuate.
Wow.
Yeah. So we like went out the back way, like the pro player entrance. Everybody else is like out at the front.
Right.
And we're just like waiting to see what the call is. Like, do we get to go back in? Like while we're in the back, we see fire trucks, like 2 fire trucks just pull up.
What?
Like we're just like fucking. I'm like, yo, is there like a bomb threat or something?
Yeah, like what's going on? That's what I would do.
I'm like, there's something happened.
Like when they say like you have to evacuate, I'm like, wait, hold on.
There's a threat. That's intense.
Yeah. Like, and then the firefighters are coming in. They're aggressively walking up, just like getting in there fast. Like that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So
panic.
That's what I'm saying. We're just chilling outside. Like we left some of our stuff inside. We didn't know if we were like I said, we didn't know if we're actually gonna go back inside.
Dude.
No information. You're just out there like, place about to blow up. Like, is it on fire?
And so they're like mid series, mid game, everything just shut off.
So what do you do when something like that happens? Do they reset the game? Do they just pick up where they left off tomorrow? Like how's that? What the hell do you do?
So we didn't know what was gonna happen. So, my bad. I thought I asked you on the.
Oh no, you're good.
So we were just way outside, and so we all thought like they were just gonna go back inside and play.
Yeah.
But then they could like give us the announcement: the bet is canceled.
Whoa.
The bet is canceled for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like our players, like Optic is out there. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, were they winning?
No, they were down 0-2.
Oh, good. All right. I'm glad it happened. Reset. Maybe Hex pulled the plug a little bit.
Hey, shout out Maniac.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Hour?
Exactly what hella people say. Yo, Maniac went live immediately on his phone. Like, hella people just saying that shit.
I love it. He's smart going live on his phone. That's awesome.
But then, like,
so it's canceled.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the day was canceled. And then that's when I was like, all right, I guess I'm heading over here. But then, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
right,
because the matches like have to be done, or they're supposed to be done by tomorrow, because the first match tomorrow is starting at 10 a.m. So I don't know if they're like gonna push that match back or make the other teams play at like 9 a.m. or something. Like,
get up early.
Yeah, what is gonna happen?
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea what's gonna happen, because the open bracket also has to end. before they can actually continue the rest of pool play too. So they have more like multiple things to do.
And you only rent the venue for X amount of time. You only got so much time to broadcast.
You got to do a Champ Sunday. Gotta be Sunday.
Yeah,
wow,
you gotta do it. You just gotta cram it in there somewhere.
There's an open bracket?
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool. I'm glad there is.
Oh, wait,
there
so
should be more open brackets.
With a team pass?
Yeah, which is the cool thing about it.
Damn, see, that's so fire.
That is fire.
Like, you see people just coming here for fun, which is the cool thing. Like, But
what if?
Yeah, that's like the kind of OG thing Halo has. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it's not franchised like that. You know, you can still pull up, you can still make it like that.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Has any team done that in recent time where like they bought a team pass and they're not
made a crazy run or something?
They're not a franchise team. They're just some boys. Like came in and placed well, like top 10 or some shit like that.
No.
Is that they just can't.
No, but I'll say
it's just not. They can't. The skill gap's just too much.
I'll say like the most like similar to what you're trying to say is the Australian team. So
okay.
like in Halo Infinite, the foreign teams, some of them get spots in pool play. Like the top 2 get spots in pool play from Europe, only Europe.
Bet.
Like the other regions used to, but now they don't.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
But so it's only NA in Europe?
Yeah, but they still can get travel coverage and stuff like that. They can still be like in pool play, but they're in open bracket. They have the top.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Like they have the top seeds in open bracket, like this, like 1 through 4. You know what I'm saying? And so the Australians, like shout out to my freak. The Latin Americans, shout out to the Latin Americans as well. They both are like, the Latin Americans get pretty good practice. But Mighty Freak, they're in Australia. They don't get practice for shit. People aren't playing Halo there at all. You know what I'm saying? So they just be coming here for, like, basically for fun. Like they
just love Halo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They just come for fun. Like,
that's real.
But they, like, one event, I'm pretty sure they made it out of open bracket and they made it into pool play. Like, they beat a team and they got top 12. You know which is like a really big.
That's like that Cinderella. They were like, we're gonna fucking do it.
That's epic.
Like, that's like the best example I can say.
Because there's just the good players are going to get picked up too. It's just you're not gonna slip.
Is there any news on the next Halo, or is it Infinite for a while?
I don't know. Like they switched to Halo Studios and they're working on a new Halo, but we don't know like what's it gonna. You know what I mean?
Got you. It was an exciting times, brother. Fuck yeah. What's the next tournament after this? I know there's gonna be like COD and Halo in the same building soon, right?
DreamHack Dallas. I think it's in like 1 month.
Hey,
it's about to be.
That's gonna be fun. That's epic.
It'll be downtown. You guys got to pull up.
Bro, for sure. And like CS is going to be there too, right? There's going to be a couple. Wow, there's
like hella games there. Have you ever been to a DreamHack?
No, never.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy photos where people got their PCs all
set
bro.
Up.
Like, what the fuck?
Like there's like was it BYOC? Bring your computer.
What the fuck is
that? That's lit. That's awesome.
Thousands of people.
That's like a classic like
just
LAN. That's just like a classic ass LAN. That's
just gaming, dude.
Like some of them can like stay overnight. I think I'm not 100% sure though.
Oh hell no, I'm not at the sleepover.
Real.
There ain't no way.
Ah, that's so awesome.
DreamHack sleepover. Nope.
No, but there's like mad boosts, like different
brands.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Different games. Like it's gonna be loud. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool experience.
The fact that they got all the different games though competing there is what I'm like.
It's pretty dope.
It's Counter-Strike, right, too?
Yeah, I've never seen Counter-Strike in person.
Bro, that's what I grew up on. Like, I'm trying to see that
that's
shit
what
in
I'm
person.
saying.
Like,
I used to watch the shit like
that. Like, I'm trying to freak out, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go, dude. I'm trying to just full-on nerd that whole weekend. I want to be a full nerd. So
it's crazy how long Counter-Strike's been.
Bro, I remember going to an internet cafe because I didn't have a computer at
You playing Counter-Strike?
Yes, bro. 1.6 on them, motherfucker. Bro, I was nerding out. My grandma had to come get me out that, dude.
That's epic.
Bro, Counter-Strike is like,
come on.
It's actually crazy how long it's been around.
It's a generational game, bro.
And it's how big it is, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's played at stadiums. You know what
it's
it's
insane. I'm watching on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah.
So where is the DreamHack thing?
Downtown. Convention Center.
Same thing that you're at right now?
No.
Oh, two different places.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in Arlington right now at the Esports Stadium.
Okay.
And then DreamHack's going to be downtown in the convention.
That's way bigger.
Yeah.
Well, it's not convention center sounds bigger.
Well, it's not necessarily bigger.
Okay.
It's just like a convention center is bigger, but
more central.
It's just like the esports stadium is more of an esports arena for one game. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the full effect in the esports stadium.
The stadium might be spread out like a convention.
Like a screen set up and everything, maybe.
What are going to be three different stages, or is it all played on the same?
So it's going to be like here's a stage for Halo.
Bet.
And then like, or here's a stage for like Counter-Strike, and here's a stage for Halo, and here's maybe the stage for Call of Duty, and then you walk in here, and maybe some boosts here when you walk in, stuff like that. Computer places over here.
It's gonna be insane.
That's
It's
awesome.
like a video game, friggin' just heaven. I'm in.
Competitive video.
I wouldn't say, like I said, that's why I wouldn't say it's like necessarily like bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's just it's just a convention center. It's a convention center. But the esports stadium is like a more like intimate event experience. Like that's when you hear the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really I like the esports stadium a lot, and I prefer personally like when I'm competing, I like single events. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Right.
esports,
Yeah. I was gonna ask,
yeah.
do you like competing in like giant, like you can hear the crowd and everything, or you miss back in the day when it was like 2010s and it was like a few people?
I'd say I like the crowds now.
Yeah.
The crowds now are like really cool. They're a lot more interactive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they got signs, like I'm saying they're yelling, like you know what I'm saying, when you go up on stage and stuff like that. Like it's like Halo's really cool like that. So I appreciate the fans.
What's the trash like? What's the trash talk like in Halo? Wild?
No, there's not really too much.
Really?
It's chill, it's calm. I was gonna say there's like a calm little community.
Yeah, some people get hyped, but there's been beefs, but there's not like beefs like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like Call of Duty where it's like
they're yapping in Call of
it's
Duty.
like
They're
ingrained.
yapping.
Well, even in like pub stuff, it's like ingrained in it. Like you talking. Yeah. Like I get you in Call of Duty, bro. I'm talking shit, bro. Like I'm screaming at.
Yeah, like Call of Duty's a lot more like they have actual rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Halo doesn't have that. It's kind of missing. You know what I'm saying? The players are a little bit more timid. Like might be afraid to say something like bad karma.
Okay. But when you say
sense.
missing that, do you think that would like make it more exciting for you? Type of thing?
Yeah.
Like something more like
Yeah.
a storyline.
Yeah, like
a villain or two or something.
Yeah. Like if you know like this player genuinely doesn't like this other player, like they hate each other, like
it just makes it more fun.
Yeah, like say
I love watching some scrap. I love me some scrap. You be talking that shit. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say drops in the scrap.
I love it, bro. Like even if they were best friends behind the scenes, I love in the front. I love it. I love
it. Does
it.
make it more exciting.
It does.
It's
like,
exciting.
Like you never know what you're gonna get. Like you never know like who like. When the other one wins, you want to see the reactions.
I want to see the 1v1 in round 11.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying. It makes it a lot better. It makes it a lot better.
I love it. Talk some shit, Halo. Come on, man.
Yeah, we do need
Talk
that.
some shit.
You got any predictions for the tournament this weekend?
I think Optic's going to win.
Ooh.
I think Optic's going to win.
W prediction.
And then Shopify second. I'll say my top four.
Yeah.
I'll say Optic first, Shopify second. The SSG and FaZe. Yeah, that'll be my top four.
Are those top four like been?
Those are top four generally, right?
Are those like those are the teams?
Yeah,
like that are gonna like but duke it out.
The order,
usually.
the order.
Yeah. Like there was a pre-LAN hosted by Kson recently, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And those were the placings of the Kson. So I think like in between that tournament and now, I still think those are placings.
All those top teams had a crazy shuffle, right?
Yeah, every team made a team. Pretty sure.
Wow.
That's like the first time.
Roster mania.
Very first time in a long time.
What was that? Did you ever have like a crazy roster mania moment where you got traded or you got sent to another team or dropped or something when you were like you just you don't really expect it or maybe you did expect it?
I mean, like when I got let go from Optic, like I kind of expected it because we got second in like a devastating way. Like remember how I talked to you about we went up game 1 in the first series,
okay,
and then we lost the next 4.
Yep.
All right. Well, second Worlds we're in the finals, same thing, and we have a series advantage. We're happy as shit, bro. We're like fucking about to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're like about to go back to back. We go up 2-0. We only need 2 games left in this, and then we lose 8 straight, or no 6 straight. We lost, or no, yeah, 8. We lost.
That was just like
4 and 4
type.
Yeah, and so after that, they made a team change, but to be expected. Like it was a terrible turn.
That's a tough way to lose. Definitely. It'd be one thing if it was like a 3-3. Who knows at that point? Yeah, rough.
Like
rough on the heart.
Yeah, it was bad. Like I would like we went in the back. We were like, all right, we're about to do it again. We got 4 out again, bro. It was devastating.
The gas was not there.
Bro, it was bad.
We got this, boys. Remember last year? Fuck.
Bro, it was bad. Yeah, it was exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Is there ever feelings of like, maybe not in that specific moment, where like when you lose to a team and you're like, man, fuck. Or you ever like we're those guys, like like we shouldn't have lost that, or is it always
like you beat yourself maybe?
Right. Or is it like a more of yourself?
They didn't beat us.
Yeah.
I beat.
No, there's definitely been like a fuck those guys.
Right. Yeah. There's gotta be. There's gotta be.
100%. Like you. Sometimes you lose, and it's like, bro, you shouldn't have won that.
Right.
Like
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like you might have won some bullshit.
Right.
Like tomorrow's.
That's a fucking great point.
Tomorrow somebody's gonna pull up, fucking geeked up. They're gonna be ready, like new day, new team, bro. They're gonna be fucking ready. They're gonna be like, this is a blessing from God, bro. They're gonna pull up. They're gonna be playing different. And they're gonna smoke somebody, and they're gonna be like, "Fuck those guys!" They fucking power went out, and we had momentum or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We were doing it, bro. Like they fucked up our momentum. We should like, dude, that's exactly what is gonna happen tomorrow.
That's
exactly
so awesome. I love it.
I would say the same thing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck.
Bro, the only other time I've ever seen something like this is like when I became a pro. Is because I've never seen like a whole venue black out, like while people are mid-series mid-game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it's absolutely insane. Like especially like even going back to what I was saying before, real quick, the amateur players, they're definitely gonna be saying 100%. Like that's just the nature of AM players. Like not even just in Halo, but just in multiple esports.
Yeah, in general, like you'd be upset.
Yeah.
Bro,
so
check.
Going back to like when I became a pro, I'm playing a team. We're down 0-2. We're getting smoked game 3. It's a best of 5, right? We're getting smoked. Ref comes over and he's like, yo, you guys are playing the wrong team. What? It's a blessing from God, bro.
Hell yeah, we are.
Blessing from God. Bro, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I've never seen like, because we're already like 30 to 45 minutes in the series. And we're getting smoked game.
About to lose it all.
This shit's over.
Yeah, and then like we play another team and we make like a run to top 12, like from top 32.
That's so
Back
epic.
then there was like top 32. Like you had, if you made it from AM bracket to the pro bracket, like through losers bracket, you were in top 32, and you had to make your way all the way.
What was the run in low, or what was the run in the AM bracket like? Open like a lot of teams.
It was back then there was a lot of teams. It was like that's when the team passes were selling out.
Oh,
just pure chaos, bro. You're there all day. Just
Yeah, that's when the team passes are selling out.
Holy shit, that's a grind.
But literally, like the team that we're playing, they get like top 32, and we get top 12,
Bruh.
and that's like literally what started my pro career.
Dang.
That was my in like Halo 3, because the first year of Halo 3, I wasn't doing very well. In 2008, I was getting shit on kind of. Like I didn't have good placings at all. But then the first event in 2009, this is the first event of like the season. And then
was it a new team, or you just got better, or like
new team,
both
better? Like we were just like all around just much better.
Nice.
Like stuff just clicks.
Yeah. Sometimes
You need to be around the right people. Sometimes it just starts clicking. That's what it's all about. Find your people.
100%.
That's amazing. You can try one of these last dabs.
Bro.
Have to get out of here soon, huh? Ooh, man, this one's interesting. What do we call this yellow one? You remember? Texas T, you named that. What a name
like
for this one, man.
Like
every single time someone mentioned.
Come on, man. Come on.
Texas T is a nice one.
I'm gonna ask you after I taste it. I'm gonna ask you why you.
Gotcha.
I think that definitely has to do with it.
Yeah, maybe the smell too as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully that flavor.
There's nothing like a Texas tea. That's a top bevy. What are your top 3 bevies?
Ooh.
That's water.
If it's
That's a given. That's a given.
Yeah, you gotta have water.
Pineapple Fanta.
Ooh.
No order. Okay. No order.
Yeah. No order.
Just
That's
top
chill.
three.
Pineapple Fanta. I've really been like, if I'm going to the gas station, I always get like a white cherry Gatorade.
Nice.
Okay.
That's gotta be
nice. That's a solid. Hell yeah.
It's a valid choice.
I think. I'll be drinking.
It just might be like water is such like a OP pick.
Yeah, water can be the third.
Water's like 90% of the bevy. Like literally.
True. You need a little sugar or whatever
Like
else.
it's gotta be 90.
Maybe a good lemonade.
Ooh, that's valid for
Valid.
sure. Lemonade's always got to be top 3. There's a little singing tea. It is an Arnold Palmer kind of vibe, huh?
Arnold Palmer's pretty good.
Dude, APG, thank you so much for coming on, man. Very much appreciate you. Make sure you guys follow APG on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you follow streams. He's gonna be streaming little watch parties, be getting the content going, getting real stones. You got anything coming up that you want to let people know about specifically?
Just subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/@BTHAPG.
Oh yeah.
Twitch.tv/APG, twitch.tv/BTHManiac, and youtube.com/@BTHManiac, I believe.
Yeah.
For the watch party as well, that's Maniac's YouTube and mine. Shout out to Optic and Nick for the watch party. That's just coming up next.
Oh yeah.
But just more content, just streaming. That's basically it.
More content and streaming, man. Anything to say to people before we get out of here, too?
Make sure you guys pinepark.shop, check it out. We have tons of new stuff coming constantly, so just check it out. And if whenever you're watching this, there might be something new on there right now. All right.
Wait, I forgot about something.
Tap in.
I am working on another drop. Shout out to Rome.
Hell yeah.
To Soy Boat as well. Soy Boat's the company I work with on my first drop.
So it looks good. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Smoking.
They've been great. So.
Keep an eye out for the collab dropping, man. You heard it, the rolls roll. Dude, that one we smoked fucking fire. All this stuff is fire.
Yeah, it is.
You know what we're doing, man.
Extra curated for the APG collab. I can't even imagine. Thank you again, brother. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys on the next episode of After Dark.